Hello everyone, welcome back. This is a live recording of a 50-minute full body flow. So find some space to move and let's get started. We're actually going to start in child's pose. So if you do want to make your way onto your knees. Bring your knees out nice and wide. Maybe a touch wider than you usually do. And as you lean forwards, maybe push into your hands a bit, kind of send your hips back towards your heels. Maybe even give the shoulders a bit of a sway. And then if you want, we can tuck our left arm underneath our chest. And as you lower, maybe keep pushing into your right hand to send your hips back. Tuck your left arm under, maybe keep pressing into that right hand, and then you can eventually come all the way down and relax. You don't have to keep pushing into that right hand, but you could. But just let your chest get a little bit heavier on that left arm. Maybe you can rest your head on the ground. Maybe you need to move your right arm to be a pillow. You might even close your eyes if you haven't already. And just take a slower breath in and out. Feel your belly move as you breathe. And then before you start to lift your chest, maybe you can start to push back into the right hand. Send those hips back towards your heels a little bit more. Keep pressing into that right hand and then lift up enough so that you can free up, reaching that left arm forwards. And then push into both hands. Maybe lift your chest a little bit higher. Send the hips back towards your heels. Maybe add a gentle sway. And then if you want, we can be bringing that right arm under our chest, but keep pressing into that left hand. Keep those hips going back towards your heels. Slowly lower and maybe keep pressing into that left hand. Gently come down as low as you can go, and then eventually you could stop pressing into that left hand. Relax. Maybe use it as a pillow if your head doesn't want to come all the way to the ground. Close your eyes again. Take a slow breath in and out. And just allow your belly to be soft. Let it move. And then as we start to lift up again, maybe you can begin to press into the left hand. Push, 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 and slowly lift just enough so you can take that right arm out from under you. And then push into both hands. Maybe lift your chest a little bit higher. See if you can keep going like you want to sit back all the way on your heels. Maybe your hands stay on the ground in front of you, taking some weight. Maybe you do sit all the way back. Lift your hands up. Got our knees nice and wide, so just be mindful of them. If you want to add a little shoulder roll here, lift them up, roll them back and drop them down, and then just bring your hands back to the ground in front of you. Kind of crawl forwards a little bit so that you can find your way to tabletop. Bring the knees in. Maybe give your hips a nice sway side to side. And then we're going to send our right leg back behind us. You can keep it straight back behind you, or you can move it to the left. Push into the ball of that foot. If you're going for the side stretch, you've got that foot to the left side. Send your hips towards the right. Take just another breath here. That right leg back behind you. And then you can bring it all the way back in, onto the knee, back to your tabletop. Send your left leg back, either keep it straight behind you or go to the right. And if you're going to the right, send your hips to the left. But press into the ball of the foot, regardless of where that leg is. Push into the hands a little bit. Take just another breath here. And then bring that left knee all the way back into your tabletop. Give your hips a little bit of a sway, side to side. And then we're going to reach both of our arms forwards and in front. You could be lifted on your fingertips. You could be flat on your palms. But lift the chest up a little bit more before you lower and push into your hands more. And then you can let your chest come down. If you are lifted on your fingertips, let your elbows stay lifted, hovering. Let your chest go as low as it can go. Maybe you can lightly touch your nose to the ground, maybe your forehead, maybe your chin. Push into those hands a little bit though. And then take an inhale and start to lift all the way back up. Move your hands underneath your shoulders back to your tabletop and maybe take a gentle sway through your hips. Our right arm is reaching forward, just the right arm, and our left one is tucking underneath the chest. Slowly lower down, maybe pressing into the right hand a little bit more than we usually do. Let your upper body get heavy. Awesome. Take just another breath. And then let an inhale and push into that right hand still. Lift you up. Reach your left arm forwards. Press into it. And then take your right arm and tuck it underneath. Slowly lower, but keep pushing into that left hand a little bit. Go as low as you can go. Awesome work, you guys. Just another breath here. Use an inhale and a push into that left hand to lift you all the way back up. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders again, back to your tabletop. Now we can tuck our toes and lift the knees into downward facing dog. Now pedal the feet a few times. Lift and lower your heels. Look at your feet. Push into the hands a little bit more. And then we're going to try to walk the hands back towards the feet. I want you to take as many steps with your hands as you can so that you take your time. Your palms are connected to the ground with each step. And you can keep going towards your feet until you're standing flat on them, maybe dropping the heels down. Once you get all the way to the back of your mat, start to inhale into a half lift. Lift your chest and bring some nice length into your spine. As you exhale, fold, bend your knees, try to plant the hands. Maybe shift forwards a little bit, try to connect your palms as you take a bunch of little steps all the way back to the top of your mat. Spread your fingers wide. Push into the palm with each step. Come all the way back to your downward facing dog. And then pause there. Push into both of the hands. Look towards your feet again. Maybe pedal the feet. Lift and lower the heels 1 foot at a time. Looking at your feet, we're walking back towards them again with our palms. Little steps. Can you keep each finger connected to the ground? Both palms with each step. Come all the way back till your heels touch down. Bend those knees as much as you want to. But once you get all the way back, take an inhale for your half lift again. Lengthen your spine. Exhale as you fold, bend the knees, try to plant the hands. Eventually, maybe shifting forwards a little, walk all the way back to your downward facing dog. Spread those fingers wide, press into the palms, the fingers, both hands. Look to your feet again, maybe pedal out the feet a few more times though. Take a slow breath in. A slow breath out, and then use an inhale to look forwards. And as you exhale, walk on up to the top of your mat. As many steps as you want to with the feet. Walk to the top of your mat though, and then inhale into a half lift once you get there. As you exhale, fold forwards. Inhale as you come all the way up to standing, reaching up, and exhale, lower your arms down to your sides. Take a shoulder roll, and then inhale as you reach all the way back up. Exhale, fold forwards. Take an inhale to lift halfway up. As you exhale, fold down. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach on up. Exhale, lower your arms to your sides again. Shoulder roll if you want one. And an inhale to reach up. Exhale as you fold forwards. Inhale, half lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach on up. And exhale, lower your arms to your sides. Nice, you guys. We're going to stay standing. A little bit of balancing. If you want to move to hold on to something, go for it. We're going to start on our right foot, though. The heel of the left foot can float. The whole foot, maybe you can point your toes behind you a little bit. You could try to hold on to your foot. Give that foot a little hug, the heel a little hug towards your glutes. Feel free to hold on to the wall. Or maybe both hands hold on to your foot. A little quad stretch, a little balance, but you don't have to hold your foot. You can have that foot floating, kind of pointing behind you. You can have that foot on the ground. Maybe just the heel is lifted. Take just a couple more breath here. And if you do have that left foot lifted, very slow, bring it back down, flat. Press into it a little bit. Maybe give your legs a bit of a shake. The right heel can start to lift. If you got to turn, face the other way, hold on to the wall. Go for it. Maybe that right foot floats. A little point of those toes back behind you. Maybe you're going to be reaching for the foot with one hand. Maybe both. A little quad stretch, but mostly balancing here. Just take a few breaths. You do have your right foot lifted. Slowly, slowly find that foot all the way back on the ground. Stand on both feet. Give the legs a little bit of a shake. You can find the top of your mat if you did move off, but roll the shoulders back and down and then inhale to reach up. As you exhale, let's fold forwards. Take an inhale for a half lift. And as you exhale, fold, plant your hands, step your feet all the way back and into your downward facing dog. Push into both of your hands. Look towards your feet. Maybe give them a bit of a pedal. Slow breath in, slow breath out. Stay for another inhale. And as you exhale, you can bring your knees down. Set up your tabletop. We are going to slide our right knee forwards and try to sit on that heel. So you might tuck your left toes, scooch that knee back a little bit, try to bring your glute, your hip back towards that right heel. You can lean forwards a little bit here. I like to widen the hands, helps kind of stay level. You can rest on the top of the back foot. You can keep bringing your chest down towards that right knee if you want to. I'm just trying to bring that heel towards the glute. And if you are leaning forwards here, maybe start to lift up a little bit. Maybe lift up a little bit more. Walk the hands a little closer. Squeeze your glutes a little bit. See if you can lift your chest and look forwards. Push into your hands a little bit. Just notice the difference. And then maybe lean forwards a little bit or just look down a little bit. But just so you can plant your palms flat and kind of scooch either your back leg up or your front leg back or vice versa. Just come back to your tabletop. Give your hips a gentle sway side to side. And then our left knee is going to be sliding forwards and trying to sit on that heel. So maybe tuck your back toes, scooch that knee back a little bit. Try to sit on that heel. Maybe lean forwards like halfway, widen the hands. Maybe you'll lean forwards more than that. Bring your chest as close to your knee as you can get it. Keep those hands wide. Keep yourself from tipping over to one side, trying to sit on that heel. And if you are leaning forwards and you want to lift up, press into the hands. So maybe lift it up onto the fingertips a bit. Squeeze your legs a touch to try to lift the chest. Be proud. Look forwards. Still sitting on that heel, not tipping over to one side. Awesome, you guys. Lean forwards just a little bit so that you can plant the palms flat. And then scooch the back leg up, the front leg back. Come back into your tabletop. Give your hips a little sway. Shake it out. We're going to be ending up here on our bellies so you can start to lay down. You might stack your palms for a moment. Rest on the top of the feet. Maybe even give the hips a little bit of a sway side to side. And we're going to keep our upper body just relaxed. So you can keep your hands stacked. You can rest your forehead on top the whole time. We're just going to try and float our left foot. I want you to make that leg as long as it can be. So point those toes back behind you. See if the foot wants to float. The shin, maybe the knee, maybe the quad. Squeeze what you got to squeeze. Kind of push your right leg into the ground a little bit and see if that left leg will lift just a touch more. But keep your chest down, your head down. Point those toes, squeeze that leg, and then slowly lower it and switch to the right leg. Maybe the toes, maybe the knee, maybe the whole quad lifts. Make that leg as long as it can be. Resist bending the knee. Pretend there's a string on your big toe. Somebody's pulling on it. Squeeze those glutes, that hamstring. Slowly drop that leg down and switch sides. Left leg, it can lift any amount. Keep your head down, your chest down. That leg as straight as it can be. Slowly bringing it down and switching to the other side. Last one. Squeeze. Lengthen that leg. And then slowly bring it down and relax your legs. Maybe give your hips a gentle sway side to side. Then we're going to bring our hands out to our 10 and 2 on our clock. Maybe flat on the palms. Maybe lift it onto the fingertips. Start to lift your chest though. Squeeze your back, your glutes. Push into your hands and lift your chest as high as you'd like. You might go high enough that you're looking forwards. But press your hips into the ground a little. Pull your belly button up a little. My feet are floating, but drop your feet down. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, slowly lower your chest down. Stack your hands again. Rest your forehead. Relax everything. Maybe take a gentle sway of your hips. We're going to be bringing our left knee out to the side. Our half frog leg, which you can keep bent. Or you can straighten. You can send your foot out to the side as much as you want to. You might be kind of heel toeing it out. Or you can keep that leg nice and bent. Keep those hips level. The chest, your head down, relaxed through your upper body. You're feeling pretty good through that left leg and hip. That maybe you can start to squeeze your right leg and float that foot. The whole leg might float. Keeping it long again, but then relax it down. Relax both legs more. Your chest get heavier. And then maybe you'll lift that right heel towards your glute. So big bend of that knee. You can reach for it. You can hold it. You don't have to. Another quad stretch, perhaps. And if you did bend the right leg, very gentle as you bring that foot back down to the ground. If you did bring some length into the left leg, keep the knee out to the side, but bring the foot in. Your nice half frog leg, resting on the inner edge of that foot. Maybe flex that ankle a little bit. Point your toes out to the side a little bit more. Just another breath here, though, with that active ankle. And then you can relax and you can slide your left leg all the way back in. Take a moment if you want to, or your right knee can start to slide out. Your frog leg, you can keep that knee bent the whole time. Nice bent frog leg. You can also start to heel toe or slide that foot out further and further if you want to, if that leg wants you to. Relax your upper body. Breathe. Oh, maybe you want to wake up that left leg just a bit. Kind of point those toes. Maybe the foot will float, maybe the knee, maybe the quad, but just in kind of an effortless way. A little squeeze, but still feeling good through your right leg, your hips, keeping that left leg long, long, long. And if you did lift it up, just slowly relax it back down. Relax everything more. And then maybe you're going to be bending that left leg now, lifting that foot up, the heel towards the glutes. You don't have to reach for it, but maybe you do. And if you did lift that left foot up, very slow and gentle, start to bring it back down to the ground. You have some length through the right leg. Bring it back into that frog leg that's bent. And maybe we can just wake up that ankle a little bit. Point your toes out to the side. Try to rest on that inner edge of the foot. Just see how it feels. And then you can relax. Relax the ankle and slide your leg all the way back in. So both legs are long behind you. A gentle sway of your hips, maybe. And then we're going to lift our chest back up. If you want to come to the 10 and 2 to push into the hands, join me. If you would rather be on your forearms for Sphinx, tuck your elbows underneath your shoulders. Stay on your forearms. Give your wrists a break. No need to push into the hands. All practice. But maybe you want to push into those fingertips or flat on the palms to lift the chest up. To push the hips down as you squeeze your glutes, but lift your belly button up at the same time. Drop your shoulders from your ears. Maybe your chest is shining forwards. You're looking forwards. Maybe you're not quite that high. Looking down. Whatever feels good on your neck. Squeeze the back, squeeze the glutes. Take just another inhale. And then as you exhale, relax yourself down. Nice and slow. Stack the palms. Maybe give the hips another sway, side to side. And then we're just going to bring our hands closer to the shoulders, the chest, so that we can push ourselves all the way up onto our knees again. Tabletop. Take a little bit of a sway through your hips. Now you can stay on both knees. We're going to reach our left arm forwards again and the right arm under the chest, or you can bring your left leg out to the side. So either left leg out to the side or stay on both of your knees. Left arm's going to reach forwards though. Push into it just a little bit. Take that right arm and bring it underneath your chest. Come all the way down if you can. Maybe you're still pushing into that left hand a little bit. Maybe you don't need to. If you did bring your left leg out to the side though, you could try to reach for it. You could bring your right hand closer to it, maybe the left one too. But trying to bring the right shoulder and arm down to the ground, the head down to the ground as well. That left hand might still be reaching in front today. So a little push into it. Wherever you happen to be, take another breath or a few. We're going to use an inhale and maybe a press into our left hand to help lift up. Bring your hands to the ground under your shoulders. Bring that left leg in. If you brought it out to the side, just back to your tabletop for maybe a gentle sway of your hips. And our right arm's going to be reaching forwards and our left arm will be tucking under. Maybe with our right leg going out to the side this time. Maybe not. And you can come straight down with the chest. Try to drop that left arm and shoulder, your head as well. Maybe you're going to try to reach for your foot, the left hand, maybe the right one too. Or maybe the right hand can still stay in front of us. Push into the ground just a little bit. Take another breath or a few. Maybe get ready to push into your right hand and use an inhale as well to help lift your upper body. Bring your hands under your shoulders. That right knee might be coming back in too, so that you end up in tabletop. Shake it out a little, sway those hips side to side. We are going to be sitting down though, so you can bring your legs out in front. Maybe start with a hug of the knees towards the chest. And then we're going to lean back a little bit. And we're going to try to hold on to our legs in front of us. So if you can maybe hold on to the backs of the quads, maybe hold on there, but you could be on top of the legs too. Lean back a little bit. Maybe even walk your feet away a little bit just to bring some length into your arms, almost like you're feeling a pull, trying to keep those feet on the ground, leaning back a little bit to feel a little pull on the arms. And now we're going to lean forwards a little bit. Push your feet into the ground still. You can keep holding on to the back of the legs to lean back, but if you want to turn your core on even more, maybe you don't hold on to the legs, or maybe you hold on a little less, or maybe you do the exact same thing. It's kind of a nice little arm stretch if you can find that sweet spot where you're leaning back, the knees are trying to pull away from the chest, pulling the belly button in too. Feet are on the ground, shoulders are falling from the ears. You're going to lean forwards again, maybe all the way forwards again. We're going to do that one more time. So either hold on to the back of the legs or anywhere you want. Maybe try to find that pull through the arms. Try to keep the feet on the ground. Length through the spine. My lovely assistant is going to show up. And then just leaning forwards again. You can give your knees a hug, a squeeze, maybe a rock or a sway side to side. And then we're just going to let the knees fall out wide. Bring the soles of your feet together. Bring some length into your spine. Maybe press your hands into the ground. Maybe you'll be leaning forward, feeling your hip. Just another breath here. If you are leaning forwards, though, you can use an inhale to lift yourself back up. You can help the knees come back together as well. Give the knees a hug or a squeeze, a rock or a sway side to side. Now, I did want to lay down on our backs by getting there, by holding onto the back of the legs to feel that pull through your arms. So if you can plant the feet, lean back a little, hold onto the legs somehow. And then slowly, we want to come all the way down, but I want you to start to round your back a little bit so that the low back touches first. And keep holding onto your legs. Now you might move your hands kind of up the back of your thighs towards your glutes to slowly, gently touch your low back, your mid back, your upper back, and then your head. And you're just laying down now. But you can walk your feet closer in, bending the knees, planting the feet, and maybe taking a rock or a sway side to side. We're just going to be taking our left foot and bringing it on top of the right quad for figure four. You can lift your right foot up into the air if you want to. Give the legs a hug towards your chest. Feel that left glute. You did lift your right foot up. You can start to bring it down or uncross your legs in a way. Maybe the feet don't have to touch the ground. They can. Right foot coming on top of the left quad. And maybe that left foot is lifting up and into the air. Feel a nice stretch through your right glute. If you've got your left foot lifted right now, you can start to bring it down again and uncross your legs. Now you might keep hugging the knees towards the chest though. You might hold on to the back of the quads though. Gonna tuck your hands under your calves. Hold on to the back of the thighs, kind of close to the knees a little bit maybe. And then I want you to try to bring your feet to the ground, but maybe keeping your hands where they are. So kind of squeeze your calves against your hands. Do you feel maybe a little pull through your arms? And then I want you to lift your head and your shoulders and keep trying to bring your feet to the ground and see if you can end up in a little bit of a crunch where maybe your shoulders are lifted, but your low back's pressing into the ground. You're feeling that little pull in your arms. Your feet are trying to press into the ground. And then you're very slow with control, kind of tip yourself back, lift the feet up, lower the shoulders, keep kind of bringing the knees away from the chest to keep the pull from the arms. Rest your head. And then we're going to do that one more time just so everybody knows what they're doing. Try to bring your feet to the ground or move your knees away from your chest as you lift the head a little, the shoulders, push your low back into the ground. Try to tap your feet or even push into them a little on the ground. Feel that pull through your arms and then tip yourself back. Let the feet lift a little, the shoulders, find the ground eventually, the head, but keep that pull on the arms. And then you can relax. You can let go of your legs. Bring your feet to the ground. Reach your arms out wide even. And maybe sway your knees side to side. You can let your legs tip over to the left. Stack your legs, find a twist. Maybe turn your chin towards your right shoulder too. Take another breath on this side. Use an inhale to lift your legs back up. Roll out of your twist. And then your legs can tip over to the right side. Maybe your chin to the left. Stay for another breath on this side, and then using an inhale to find your way back up out of your twist. You might hug your knees or plant your feet. Take a rock or a sway side to side. Massage your back against the ground. And then eventually sending your legs out long. And your feet out wide. Resting your arms somewhere comfy. Settling into Shavasana. You can slowly start to move. Maybe give your hips a little sway. Squeeze one glute at a time. You might end up reaching your arms above your head to take a big stretch. And bending your knees so that you can roll over to one side. And finding your way up to a comfy seat when you're ready. Bring your hands together if you'd like. Awesome practice, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you very soon. Namaste. If you enjoy these longer 50-minute practices, make sure to join my membership right here on YouTube. You will get access to a brand new 50-minute practice every single week. So click the link in the description down below, and I will see you on the mat very soon.